How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Donald Wonder. You know, the funny thing is, we are living in that zombie apocalypse crave time in our culture. I don't know what the big obsession is with the zombie culture. And my co-host on the old podcast, if any of you guys listen to the anime podcast we did a while ago, shout out to my brother. He persuaded me to listen to this podcast called We're Alive, a zombie apocalypse podcast audio drama that I want to talk about now, because after 5 years, since 2009 till 2014, it's just wrapped up. This might be bringing back the phase of the radio drama, the good old days. So let's talk about this. Zombie apocalypse style.
Tyro Media.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about the audio podcast serial drama, We're Alive! Okay, so the story of We're Alive, it was created actually by an ex-army soldier in America and aspiring filmmaker, Casey Wayland. From his experiences in the Iraq War over the recent 9/11 stuff, he kind of was inspired by certain concepts that he brought back overseas while he was in university to create a story based on the zombie apocalypse. So honestly, I think that's very interesting. And that series ran from 2009 to 2014, as I've just said. It's a zombie apocalypse story called We're Alive. And as I said, there's a big craze for zombie apocalypse stories right now. So I think he came with the right concept. But the thing about this one is, Casey Wayland came at the story with a different take. Because everyone's got their take on zombie apocalypses. I'm not an expert. I'm going to put some links in the description if you want to see other stories and stuff that people have even advised me to check out. But I liked this guy's take on it because, like I said, I came in this very hesitant. Honestly, when someone tells me about radio shows, I start thinking about the ones back in the 1930s, like Awesome Worlds, The War of the Worlds, the Superman one. Radio dramas was something that was popular back in the day. And now we're living in the age of podcasting, video, blogging, all this other stuff. And now it seems like Casey Wayland got in there early because We're Alive is critically acclaimed and almost won some awards. And now, because, I like to think, since this show has become such a hit, we've seen other shows that have started. And I think the audio drama is starting to boom back. And also, if you guys have watched my other videos, you know I've spoken about Graphic Audio. Graphic Audio are a company that actually produce audio dramas anyway. Their tagline is a movie in your mind, but pretty much the same thing. So, I really feel like we're coming into that age now where audio dramas are really kicking in. Alright, so on with the review. The premise to We're Alive, it initially starts with an outbreak that happens, I think, in downtown Los Angeles in America. It's set in current times, let's say today, or let's say 2009. Well, it focuses on 3 soldiers that I think they're getting ready to enlist or they're about to go on their platoon or whatever, but they're in Los Angeles, and that's when this outbreak happens. This zombie outbreak just occurs. The whole city's going absolutely crazy, and because they're military, they obviously have the mindset and the right training to kind of handle it. And again, I want to give props to Mr. Casey Wayne. I think that's an interesting concept because obviously most of the zombie apocalypse stories now are just civilians, are just straight civilians, and sometimes they meet the army. But this time we're starting off with soldiers that end up meeting pedestrians, and the story progresses from there. So again, when I first got into it, I wasn't sure I was even going to like this angle of starting with the army guys. But honestly, man, this series has been nothing but fun to listen to. I couldn't thank my co-host enough, and it's widely acclaimed. I mean, across the board. As soon as I started getting into it, I heard that a lot of internet celebrities even came on the show as guests doing guest spots as well. Well, not a lot, but some high-profile ones like Veronica Belmont from Revision 3's Techzilla. And it's well worth the time. I'm very impressed. And I don't want to get into spoilers, which is why I'm kind of dancing around, not speaking about it too much. But it was a slow burn. It's been running for 5 years. I didn't start listening to it though until 2011. So I already had 3 seasons to listen to. I only had to stop 1 year and then catch up on this last season. So, for some of you guys that have been listening in pain, you know, if you're hearing this now and you're gonna listen to it, you just can hear the whole thing for free. You don't even have to pay. You can jump on iTunes, or I know they've got direct links on their website as well, and you can just watch the show directly. Or sorry, listen to the show directly. You see, it's so good. I'm even thinking it's a live action show, but again, it's audio drama. Now, although I can't get into spoilers, what I can tell you is that this is a character-driven story, and that is what got me. It wasn't some stupid listen to jump scares that it wasn't like that. It's actually built off the characters, and what helps is Casey Wayne has poured nothing but class into the production of the show. There's sound effects. There's obviously a range of characters, all do different voices, done by professional voice actors. It just sounds fantastic. And again, it's a character piece. This is much more of a character-driven piece. You care about the characters. It's written really well. But hey, man, there's some goddamn good action in this show with the sound effects and the way the story's written. And I want to get into spoilers. And if you guys want me to, maybe I'll do another video on Tyro where I talk about it with maybe nuance about it. But for now, I just want to say character development and characterization are absolutely fantastic. I was gripped by this story. It's long. I think each season's like 10 hours. So the whole it's 4 seasons, by the way. It's like a 30 to 40 hour listen, which if you want to equivalent, I guess it's kind of like listening to the Hunger Games trilogy or the Mistborn trilogy, but it's long. It's a long, good, thorough listen to. And all right, let me get into. I've been loving this show. Is there anything I don't like about it? Well, I didn't like the fact I had to wait weekly, but that's the essence of an audio show. You listen to it week by week by week, and there was a big pause, and sometimes the episodes felt short, but they weren't. They were 25 minutes apiece, 20 minutes apiece. So the only thing I have to say was the very last season, this last season, season 4, of all the seasons, to me, it was the least eventful in terms of where the characters were going. But I still enjoyed it, and there was some sad character deaths that made me very, very sad. But the ending was good. The finale was very good. It had a very good epilogue as well. And honestly, I was very impressed. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. I'm going to give you my rating for We're Alive, the audio zombie podcast. That gets a solid B. High solid B. I don't know. Again, it's not mind-blowing to me. And the last season, in contrast to the other 3, it's not quite as great. But, again, maybe that's just my personal opinion. But I still think this is a fantastic audio drama. And just to let you guys know, it isn't over. They're actually doing some side stories. I think it's called Tales from We're Alive. Also, I think they might be working on other projects in the future. Links in the description. Also, on the screen right now, I'm going to put annotations to listen to behind the scenes, and so an interview they did with I think IGN or something. But click on the screen right now because you can see the annotations. See behind the scenes this. This is absolutely awesome. If you are hesitant to watch a zombie podcast, think of this more as just a novel, because to me, this is as good writing as anything else. It could have been another book to me. It's written that well. All props to Casey Wayne, and it was for free. It didn't cost anything. I think it's even worth a purchase. I think you can actually, if you don't want to listen to it on iTunes, you can purchase it in its entirety from Blackstone Audio, and I'm sure there'll be a further finished, no advertisements version that you don't need to do on iTunes. So I'll try to find a link to that in the description, or I'll just link you directly to the website and I'll give you all the information. But anyway, that's it. We're alive. Again, super props to my co-host. Oh boy, what happened, man? It's been so long. But thank you very much for the recommendation. Guys, check out We're Alive. Numerous awards, nothing but praise across the board, and I really enjoyed it as well. So that's it. Great audio drama, We're Alive. Check it out if I haven't said it 10,000 times already. And that's another episode of Tyro Media, audio drama style. People, if you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always talking about books, movies, anime, what have you. Hit that like button, tell me you like it, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one, people. This is Donald Wonder signing off. See you later. Peace.